one of the videos we need to make right now is something that I like to call understanding what's actually happening when we're stretching. Now, I've made videos in the past that talked about avoiding stretching and lengthening the posterior chain. We don't want to lengthen the posterior chain, we want to shorten it because this fascia, the discs in our back, have been stretched and torn, and the fascia that runs up and down is being torqued and pulled. So we want to shorten the fascia and lengthen the anterior musculature. Now, am I saying your psoas muscle in the front that ties into the iliacus and the hip from the lumbar spine is the problem? No, we're not doing any kind of diagnosis like that, but we are going to show tips and tricks that take the stretched fascia and the stretched disc fibers off the back and start to shorten them, and then being able to tolerate what we call intrathecal pressure. So here's what we do. The first one is going to be hands underneath the chin, and just a fist, a nice tight fist, doesn't have to be too tight, just tight enough so that you're beginning to push up against your jaw without hurting yourself. Your tongue has to touch the roof of your mouth. So if I sound really weird or it looks ridiculous right now, picture tongue on the roof of the mouth as you inhale and feel your spine expand, and it goes like this. So, what you should have felt is your belly expand, maybe even a pop or two, as you feel your core stabilize. The second exercise, and after you do that about 5 to 6 times, the deed is done. You do not have to do more. The second exercise is passive. It's called deep diaphragmatic or belly breathing. Your feet are like this and relaxed on a chair or a bolster. Your head is lying on the floor. Your back should feel good, hand on stomach, hand on chest. You're breathing in through the nose, like so. Get a little vitalistic about it, get a little intentioned about it. It's okay to be meditative about it. Eyes closed, picturing your stomach, your spine, your ribs, everything expanding. And the way it works, again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. That is building tolerance to intrathecal pressure and reducing pressure on your back. The key to this is coming up slowly. Do not come up fast. Okay, from here, we're going right into all fours, and we're gonna do just a mild cat-cow. You're not trying to go, Dr. Axel, you're not trying to go full on angry cat. You're just doing a mild cat in your back, dropping into cow. Cat to cow. If one of those positions hurts too much or feels vulnerable, don't do it. Next, you're gonna lay on your side. And from your side, with your knees bent and elbow on the floor, hand on your hip, you're going to increase up and forward. This is called one of the moves from the McGill Big Three. It's called the side bridge, and you're going to go up and forward. And again, I like to do 10 to 12 repetitions. Right now, I'm doing it wrong with my head flexed forward. You want a neutral head, pelvis up and forward, and you want to feel all of this turn on and activate. And the last thing you're going to do is a clamshell. You can use a band around your leg, or you can just simply cue the leg with your hand and finger, and it's open and close. Open, you can push back with resistance on your top hand and close. Open and close. Okay. So, in short, what you're doing is you're activating muscles and decompressing muscles without stretching your posterior fascia, and you're building more control, and that is what you want. You want activation and control over these muscles all the time to be able to reduce pain and reduce tension. And the last thing I'm going to say, if you follow any of my content, is sometimes this is not achievable without a chiropractic adjustment specific to your pain. So don't think that this is supposed to work for you if you have a lot of pain inhibiting even these moves to be done. Feel free to reach out. Always can find us at Dr. Perlman TV or the Dr. Perlman podcast. Thanks, everybody.